Alright, welcome back to Crown Vic Garage. We're actually in the garage this time instead of outside working on our cars, and we are here because we need to use this bench vise, which is holding our steering knuckle, which has our ball joint that failed. As you can see, this ball joint is not in its socket where it should be. It's pressed into this knuckle, and the lower ball joints are actually tapered so that when you crank down on this nut and it pushes it up into the knuckle, and there's a nice tight fit, which is great to keep it in there when you're driving the car, but it's not so great when you need to change it. This is very difficult to get out, especially after 30 years of rust and grime and heat and cold. It's in there tight, but it is not impossible to get out. I've gotten them out before. We're going to get this one out. We're going to use heat to expand everything. We're going to use some Freon and grease to lube it up, and then we'll add some pressure right here using a ball joint separator to pop this sucker off. And that way we'll have a knuckle that we can use to reassemble everything and put a new ball joint in. Let's get to work. Alright, so the first thing we're going to try to do is get this nut loose. Let's go ahead and grease it up. We'll use our torque wrench to add some power, some force. It's gonna get messy. Messy. Alright, I should probably wait for that to soak in, but let's give it a go. Angle here. Let's see what happens. Don't want to budge. Nope. Come on, Mr. Craftsman. You got this. You got it. Maybe I should push it a little faster. The angle's awkward. Okay, we are back. We got our nut off. That took a little bit of heat juice, but it worked and it came off. Now it's time to separate the ball joint from the knuckle, and it's pressed in there tight. Off camera, I've just been doing some more juice and heat, and you have a couple options. This is called a ball joint separator, and the basic idea is put this in here, bang on it, boop, boop, boop. And you can see it's tapered here, and that taper goes in and pushes the ball joint away from the knuckle. But this ball joint separator is not going to work because it's already bottomed out. So, not using this, we're going to use another separator that has a different principle. You put it in here, crank down on this bolt, and it pushes down on the top of the ball joint and pushes the ball joint out. But so that it doesn't come flying out, we are going to put the nut back on so that when it separates, we just got to move a few millimeters, if that, right? And then it will come out. but I don't want all that pressure to then pop the joint out and it comes flying out. And I know that from experience that it does come flying out. So, well, we are going to put this nut back on so we don't come flying out. This also, when the pressure's released, can come flying out too. So we're going to try to stay out of the way of that. Well, let's give it a go. See what we can do. It's nice working standing up. The back can get a little, the lower back can get a little uncomfortable when you're on the ground. Starts hurting in the morning. So, okay, I don't think I need it in the vise. I don't think. Let's just give it a twirl and see what happens. Yeah, let's just see what happens here. Seems to be turning. Let's keep going. I'm going to stand back. And it popped off. But I don't think... Yeah. This didn't budge. I don't know, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna stand back here. Okay, change of plans. I just put some serious heat on it for a good minute. Let me get the light on. I'm gonna cut this bolt probably right here, shorten it down, that's hot, and see if that way I can get this top lip to come down on it more directly, pushing down instead of pushing at an angle. That's the plan anyways. Let's give it a go. this angle. I'm on fire. Well, there goes my best jacket for working on the car. Well, it's too deep in now. Let's keep going. We'll do it to the side. Oh my. Do it this way. We'll get back. Okay, number 6. Nope. Number 6, a fail. Doubt it, but we'll give it a try. It's at the end of its rope. Wow. This is painful.
We can take a sheet just in case, but I think we'll have better luck. Yeah, material like an IKEA bag.
Hey girls,
What?
this might pop off. May want to step aside.
Okay.
Well, what happened to your shirt, Dad?
It's the kill gun.
Nothing.
Whoa.
Oh,
Did you
what'd
blow
you
touch
do?
yourself?
Maybe.
Oh my goodness.
Alright.
Dad.
If it hits me in the face, call 911. There we go. And they're gone. So, if it hits me in the face, they'll find me later, maybe?
Something.
She just don't want to budge. So in my mind, put this on, put the impact wrench on it, and pop. In my mind. All right. Well, we haven't gotten it out. And this is the point where you start thinking, maybe I'll never get it out. But I'm not giving up yet. I am getting hungry though, so I'm gonna take a bite, take some time to take a bite to eat, and then we'll come back and get at it. Yeah, we'll get there. Okay, we're back with food in the belly and a new plan. So, I've been looking around on ChatGPT, asking around, and I think I'm going about this the wrong way. Instead of having this press or separator press it out, we're just gonna shock it out. We're gonna hit it hard. But with this adding some pressure, downward pressure, not to the point where it pops out. That was getting a little hairy. But just to the point where we're adding a lot of pressure on it. Then I bought a sledgehammer, not this little thing. Went to Harbor Freight. And I got a new, different separator. I rented this one. But they had at Harbor Freight, they had another one that looks like it's just configured differently. So it might fit better. We'll find out. That's only 20 bucks. That's a pretty good deal. So, let's see what we can do here. Look at that. Okay. She came out. Ho ho. All right. All that hammering must have just shocked it. But you can see how this is tapered. So when you bolt this down, it gets snug up there. And yeah, that's the trick. 3-pound hammer, bench vise, bada bing, bada boom. Just hit that, shock it, and it doesn't even pop out. It just slides right out. So we did it. Can't believe it. Wow, what an adventure. We had a burnt jacket, flying separator. Yeah, I would do that differently. Seeing as this is my 3rd time doing it, you'd think I'd learn by now. But that's the trick. Put some pressure on this with the separator and hit it. Hit it hard. All right. Bye for now. We got our knuckle ready. It is free of doodads and accoutrements. Oh yeah. The dust shield. This is a dust shield. It's a little mud shield, whatever. It's a little beat up, but you don't need one of those. I mean, we're driving on the road. We're not off-roading our babies. I could. But yeah, steering knuckle ready to rock and roll. We got the parts today from AutoZone delivered. So we'll put this all together. That's our next step. One step closer. Feels great. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.